Away from home and into the unknown. Yep, it's official. No turning back now. My bike is working and my gear isn't falling off. It's me, your host with the most, your Ayatollah of rock and roll. Spirits were never so high and the smile couldn't be wiped off my face. For just a moment, I felt like I was exactly where I needed to be. We're about to do our first little scenic drive of the trip here. Thanks for joining along. Headed up into the mountains. We got a nice little 10-mile ride into our first planned stop. Oh my god, this is awesome! Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's a sheriff's car too, so no way I can pass him.
2 seconds later.
Slower traffic, keep right. I'm gonna pass him. I'm gonna pass him. I'm gonna pass him. I know it's a sheriff. Hopefully I don't get pulled over. I'm gonna pass him. Pass him on the outside. Mark Marquez on the outside!
Here comes Marquez!
Oh, here comes Mark Marquez!
Boom. Hopefully he doesn't take it personally. So, I guess it's time for me to reflect a little bit on my last 2 years in LA as I leave for what is the final time having major assets or responsibilities or ties in the city. I came here after college because I didn't have a plan. Jake and Jack really wanted me to come out. I really wanted to come out too. This place is so captivating. The sun's always out, the sky's always blue. Everybody's chill, everybody's always smoking pot. I mean, what is there not to like? Well, I think when I lived here I had a really hard time focusing.
No shit, Sherlock!
I just find it interesting that the most relaxing place on earth is also the most cutthroat place for one of the most cutthroat industries. An industry that I tried to make headway in. And I'll be completely honest, I didn't do a good job at all. I completely failed. I don't think I gave it my best go and tried as hard as I possibly could. It's amazing how fast 2 years went by. 3 things I didn't know before coming here is that it's super frickin' expensive to live. Average monthly cost of living was somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,000. Right now in Wyoming, for example, it's only $1,000. For every year I spend in LA, I can fully support the same lifestyle for 3 years in Wyoming. Another thing that I didn't realize here was all of the traffic. Jesus Christ, it's such a headache to get anywhere here. And honestly, I think that contributes to why everybody thinks it's so laid back. Because with all the traffic and everything, you really only have time to go 1-2 places a day. Honestly, it's way faster to bike places than it is to drive there. And I don't mean motorcycle bike. This is by far the fastest mode of transportation around LA. I would get across town faster on my 2 wheels and only my feet powering me than I would in my car sometimes. The third thing I realized about LA, which I really didn't like, were the people. Honestly, I think the SoCal energy isn't for me. It's super fake. It's super disingenuous. Everybody on the outside is really nice and welcoming and friendly, and if you're visiting, that's great, but if you're looking to make friends, everybody just wants to climb the social ladder here. I only made one the whole time I was here. I had some acquaintances that I became better friends with that I knew from before my time in LA, but I only met one new person here that stayed a friend. Everybody's just so frickin' fake, and I really wish they weren't. It just kind of comes down to, like, why is that the life you want to live? Just everybody's using everybody else to further their own agenda for personal gain. It doesn't feel good to be used like that. Wow! That was so sick, dude! Oh my god! Welcome to the two-wheel transient. This is a mountain.
You're calling it the two-wheel transient?
Yeah, what do you think about that? You think that's good?
It sounds a little sad.
Why sad?
Because a transient is like, I don't think that person has this nomadic life by choice.
I have a very hard time telling people what I'm doing.
What? are you doing?
Because their first question always is, how much money are you making? And I'm not one to ever shy away from talking about money. Like, in the olden days, I know it was not cool.
Yeah.
But, like, I just don't like how I perceive that their perception of my success is directly tied to what I'm making income-wise.
I totally agree. I feel like everyone, no matter where I am, when I tell people like what I do for a living, like no one really believes that I'm doing it. No one really like.
Yeah, it's why until we're making money will people not take us seriously?
I don't know.
I just feel like you can't win because it's either, oh, you're a bass player, like, oh, you making money doing it? And then it's like, no, I'm not. And it's like, oh, you must not be a good bass player. Well, that's not true, one.
Yeah, I'm
but then
pretty good.
The converse is, when I was just in LA not doing any creative stuff and only working at a restaurant, I then had a job that paid money, and when people asked me what I did, and I was like, I'm a waiter, they'd be like, oh, like, what do you want to be? Like, so when I'm doing what I want to do, it's not enough.
Yeah.
And then when I'm
like
just fine. Like, if I'm doing what I want to do and I'm not making money, fine, I'll just go do something where I can make money so you get off my case about it. It's like, oh, you have so much more potential. It's like, I don't know, man. Who needs anything more than this? The whole world's going to crash and burn in 10 years, so if all we can do is make it through until then.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Can I zoom out for a second and ask you something that's really been on my mind? If you're sleeping with a dude and you pull down his pants, would you rather see 3 testicles or 1?
3.
Why?
That's crazier than 1 testicle. Like I can come up with lots of reasons why people may have 1 testicle. I can't come up with any reason why they may have 3.
I guess that's true. But also, if it was me specifically, I might have to opt for the 1 testicle the more I think about it. Because think about testicular torsion with 2 testicles. And think about how much your odds increase with 3 testicles.
What is testicular torsion again?
It's when your tubes get twisted up and then like it cuts off the blood. And
well, I don't need 3. I'm not getting 3 testicles.
No, I'm just saying, like, I would rather someone else have 3 testicles, but if it was me, I would rather 1 testicle.
Yeah. I would probably rather 1 testicle too.
It's too much. It's too much. All right, 2-wheel transient. Oh, yeah.
Figuring it out.
Figuring it out.
Yeah.
All right.